Let me ask you something honest. You're not broke because you don't work hard. You're probably one of the hardest working people you know. You show up, you hustle, you get paid, and somehow at the end of every month, the money is just gone. And the scary part? You can't even fully explain where it went. Here's what nobody wants to say out loud. The problem isn't your income. The problem is a set of habits, small, quiet, almost invisible habits that are draining your finances every single day. And because they feel normal, you never question them. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 of those habits. And I want you to be honest with yourself as we go through this, because at least 3 of these are going to hit close to home. Let's get into it. Habit number 1, you spend first and save whatever's left. This is the default setting for most people and is silently keeping them stuck. You get paid, you cover rent, you buy groceries, you sort out a few bills, you treat yourself a little, and then you tell yourself you'll save what's left. But there's never really anything left, is there? The problem with this approach is that your savings are always competing with your wants, and your wants will win every time. The fix is simple, but it requires a mindset shift. Pay yourself first. The moment money hits your account, a percentage goes straight to savings or investments before you touch anything else. Even if it's just 10%, even if it feels too small to matter, the habit is what changes your life, not the amount. Habit number 2, you avoid looking at your finances. A lot of people are scared of their own bank accounts. They know things aren't great, so they just don't look. They don't check their balance, they don't track their spending, they don't open that financial app they downloaded 3 months ago. This is called financial avoidance, and it feels like protection. But what it's actually doing is letting the problem grow in the dark. You cannot fix what you refuse to face. The first step to changing your money situation isn't earning more, it's having the courage to look at exactly where you are right now, honestly, without judgment. Habit number 3. Lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, you get a new job, you land a big client, and almost immediately your lifestyle expands to match. New apartment, new outfits, eating out more, upgrading the phone. You tell yourself you deserve it, and maybe you do. But here's the trap. Your income went up, and your savings stayed exactly the same, or got smaller. This is lifestyle inflation, and it's one of the most dangerous habits because it's disguised as success. You look like you're doing well, but your net worth tells a different story. Every time your income grows, the goal should be to widen the gap between what you earn and what you spend, not close it. Habit number 4, you save money but never invest it. This one surprises people. Saving is good, right? Yes, but saving alone will not build wealth. Here's why. Inflation is quietly eating your savings every year. If your money is sitting in a regular savings account earning little to no interest and inflation is rising, your money is actually losing value while you think it's growing. Investing is how you make your money work as hard as you do. Stocks, index funds, real estate, business, there are options at every income level. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. The goal is to put your money in a position where it can grow faster than inflation takes it. If your money isn't growing, it's shrinking. There's no neutral. Habit number 5, emotional spending. You had a rough week. You're stressed, bored, frustrated, or you just want to feel something good for a moment. So you spend. Maybe it's online shopping, maybe it's food, maybe it's entertainment. And in the moment, it works. You feel better. Then the feeling fades and the bill doesn't. Emotional spending is one of the hardest habits to break because it's tied to how you manage your emotions, not just your money. The first step is simply awareness, noticing when you're spending to feel, not because you actually need or planned for something. When you feel that urge, pause. Give it 24 hours. If you still want it tomorrow and you genuinely can afford it, go ahead. But 9 times out of 10, the urge passes. Habit number 6. Your circle doesn't talk about money. This one is subtle, but it's powerful. The people around you shape what feels normal to you. If everyone in your circle lives paycheck to paycheck, never invests, never reads about money, and only talks about spending, that becomes your normal. Nobody challenges you. Nobody pushes you to think differently.
You don't need to cut off your friends, but you do need to intentionally expand your circle, even if that means following the right people online, reading the right books, listening to the right conversations. Your financial thinking will only grow as far as the ideas you're regularly exposed to. And habit number 7, you have no clear financial goal. I want to have more money is not a goal, it's a wish. A goal looks like, I want to save 500,000 naira or $3,000 in the next 12 months. I want to pay off this debt by March. I want to have 3 months of expenses saved by the end of the year. When your goal is vague, your actions are vague. When your goal is specific, your decisions get sharper. You start asking, does this move me towards or away from my goal before you spend? And that one question alone can completely change your financial behavior. So, let's recap the 7 habits real quick. Spending before saving, avoiding your finances, lifestyle inflation, saving without investing, emotional spending, a circle that doesn't think about money, and having no real financial goal. Now here's the thing. Knowing these habits is the first step, but knowing isn't the same as changing. Most people hear this kind of information, nod along, and then go right back to their patterns, because habits don't break with information alone. They break when you have a system. That's exactly why I wrote my book, Why You're Still Broke, The Hidden Habits Keeping You Stuck and the Simple Fix That Works. It goes deeper than this video. It walks you through not just identifying the habits, but building the actual system to replace them, step by step, in plain language with no fluff. The link to get your copy is in the description below. If this video spoke to you, that book was written for you. And if you found this helpful, share it with one person who needs to hear it. You might just change someone's financial life today. I'll see you in the next one.